All right. Week 15 has finally come and gone. What with all the delays and everything. And I went 11 and 5. The Chargers, they a lot of teams this past week suffered from the don't get points early and pay for it later syndrome in week 15. The Chargers had it, but they let the Chiefs come back, go tied up in the go, and then they went into overtime. Chiefs got the ball first, and it was all she wrote. The Patriots got steamrolled by the Colts. I didn't want to go against Belichick, but Mac Jones showed that he is indeed a rookie, and the Colts are a scary team. Oh wow. The Bills beat the Panthers, as they should have. Cam Newton, while he had a great return, when he became the starter, he went right back to being his old self. I don't know what's up with Cam, but I haven't picked the Panthers in a while, so yeah, I knew that was gonna. I knew the Bills would bounce back, but the Panthers, they haven't been the same. A good start, horrible finish. The Dolphins and the Jets. The Dolphins have been looking great. I think they've won what 6 or 7 games straight. No, at least 5 games. No, 6. They had to have won 6 straight. And they're doing all right. It was back and forth for the Jets, and you can't really count out the Jets because they beaten some teams that you never expect them to beat. And again, it is a division game, so division games are all crazy. So good work on the Dolphins on that one. The Cardinals and what the heck happened? What the heck happened? Congrats to the Lions. You have more than one win. I'm happy for you. Cardinals, though, what the heck happened? Kyler Murray looked like absolute, not garbage. He just looked bad. I don't know what was going on. Lions did their thing. They are embracing their spoiler role, and they're working real well. The Cowboys beat the Giants, as that was obvious. If they had lost to the Giants, that would have been one thing. The defense is bailing out this Cowboys team, though. And if anyone says otherwise, you're lying to yourself. The Cowboys offense is not what's winning these games. It's that defense. And they're going to be in trouble when they go up against a team that has a good offense, man, because it's going to be crazy, man. The Cowboys, they have this, but now I'm looking for the Cowboys in the playoffs, and then they may not make it. The Titans, what the heck? No one ever tell me that Ryan Tannehill is that kind of quarterback, because the moment he lost Derrick Henry, he got horrible. They should have beat the Steelers on this one, but Tannehill just doesn't know what to do with the ball. The Steelers had no business winning this game. It was 13-10, and they scored 3 field goals straight, the Steelers. And the Titans couldn't get 1 touchdown. And then when they were getting on a good drive, his receiver decides to run a route that stops short of the first down marker. It's 4th down. Go past or go 2 to 6 or pass it. Stopping short, if you're not open, it's no point. Come on now. The Texans beat the Jags. That was a Tank Bowl game. I didn't care. I didn't care how that went, but I think I pretty much figured the Texans were the better team overall. So I'm glad I got that pick. The Bengals beat the Broncos. However, the Broncos almost did the Ravens a favor because the Ravens were about to be leading the division for another week, but Teddy Bridgewater got hurt, and they put in Drew Lock, and then they caught a weird option play or read play that Lock should have just handed the ball over. I have never seen Drew Lock run the ball, so I don't know why you would call a play for a quarterback that doesn't run. He's slow. He made a bad read, and then he got the ball taken from him. Not knocked out, literally taken from him. And I think it was first down too. The Broncos could have come back and win this game, but Drew Lock, he is not that guy. And the Bengals, after weeks of should have already having the division, are leading the AFC North. Although they should have got it at least 2 or 3 weeks earlier. This division crazy. The 49ers beat the Falcons, and the 49ers are looking better than they were last year. It's amazing what happens when you don't have injuries plaguing your team. It was a little touch and go, though, but the Falcons couldn't keep up, and the 49ers did that thing. This game, I made the right pick, but I did, and I wanted it to be close. I didn't think it'd be this close. People were going off on Harbaugh about his decision, myself included. But when the Ravens Wired episode came out, and even the team, the players wanted to go for 2, more than Harbaugh. So this was a decision that they all had to live with. But I'm proud of my team, man. They don't know the word quit. They'll know when it's over, but they don't give up. And I know the Packers, man, they were sweating on a couple of those plays during the game, like the kickoff that went through the special teams leg for the Packers. If it had just gotten a little bit more away, I think the Ravens would have got that ball. Of course, not going. This is another part of the not getting the points when you should and then chasing them later syndrome. But yeah, and there was that bad ref ball penalty that extended the Packers' drive. Instead of making them kick a field goal, then they scored a touchdown the very next play. Whatever. Moving on, the Buccaneers got shut up by the Saints. You thought the Lions beating the Cardinals or something. The Buccaneers got shut out. Tom Brady got shut out for the first time in 15 years. He's 0-4 against the Saints in the regular season. You can talk about, oh, well, he's better off in the playoffs. It doesn't matter. This is a game you should have won. You could have easily been going up with the Packers as the first seed, and you lost. You got shut out. You lost to 3 field goals. Moving on. The Raiders Derek Carr almost blew this. They had the game-winning drive going. And then Derek Carr decides, I'm going to launch it deep. The Raiders got away with this one. Thank you as a Ravens fan, but you guys are still trash. I'm sorry. The Vikings and the Bears. This was a horrible game for the Bears. So many red zone trips, and the only one that mattered was because I don't count the touchdown. The game was over then. It didn't matter. And essentially, you went 1-5 in the red zone. I don't know what to do on that one. Justin Fields, he's looked good, but you just need to get a better work for him. Washington and the Eagles. Washington got a good start, but the Eagles they shook off that rust from their bye week and they got back going. Miles Sanders may not ever score a rushing touchdown until the final week of the season. The Rams and the Seahawks. This is a division game because it went back and forth. There was a bad no call DPI on the Rams defense, but I kind of don't think that the Seahawks would have won that game anyway. So we're gonna move on from that and go on to Week 16. Also, I'm sitting at 140-83-1. So here we are in Week 16, and I'm picking the 49ers beat the Titans. After losing to the Steelers last week, until you get Derrick Henry back, you're irrelevant. You're irrelevant. I got the 49ers over the Titans tonight. The Browns and the Packers, I got the Packers. Because even if the Browns get their players back, the Packers should have it. Because they should be getting their players back. If the Packers lose to the Browns, I'm going to be pissed off. Because they're the better team. Moving on. I got the Colts over the Cardinals. Weeks ago, I would have picked the Cardinals, but the Cardinals have been looking a little recently. And the Colts have been looking strong. They're the dark horse. I got the Colts over the Cardinals on this one. The Lions and the Falcons. The last time I picked the Lions to beat the team, the Broncos, that was the Demaryius Thomas game. I remember his name now. Yeah, they weren't going to... But I think the Lions got that drive, man. So I'm picking the Lions over the Falcons. We went toe-to-toe with the Packers. with our backup quarterback, Tyler Huntley. The Bengals have been looking too good recently. I think if our players in our secondary get some time together in practice, and then come back from the COVID protocol, because I saw some players go on, I'm still picking the Ravens. I'm still trusting my squad. I didn't think we would make it so close to the Packers. I would think we would lose maybe by a touchdown or so. We only lost by a point. I think we got this one. This is going to be crazy. It's going to be back and forth with this division, and I'm all for it. Whether the Ravens make it or not, I just love the fact that we're still holding on. We're not giving up, and that's why I love this team. The Vikings and the Rams. Okay. So Stafford against the Seahawks threw a bad interception because of miscommunication with him and his receiver. Surprisingly, I haven't seen anyone talking about how the receiver was the one that caused the interception, but they did when it was Odell, even though Stafford threw it to where Odell was not. But Cousins and the Vikings, they don't know how to hold a lead without doing something stupid. So I got the Rams over the Vikings. The Bills and the Patriots. This time we're in Foxborough. Now, you're playing in the same conditions now, Buffalo. And you got beat up in Buffalo. Can the Bills do it? It's going to be a 50-50. Whoever wins this game pretty much gets the division. Because the Patriots have, I think, a easy schedule towards the end. So I'm picking the Patriots on this one. Jags and the Jets. Let's go with the Jets. I don't care. Tank ball. Giants and the Eagles. I got the Eagles. It's not going to be the same as last time. The Eagles should have won the first time around. They're going to win this time around. The Buccaneers and the Panthers. I got the Buccaneers. I almost said Panthers. It's the Buccaneers. Because the Panthers, no. Tom Brady's not going to get shut out or low-scoring game again. I would not be surprised if Tom Brady drops 5 touchdowns on the Panthers on this weekend. I would not be surprised. Chargers and the Texans. The Chargers. The Chargers screwed it up in their division. I don't think the Chiefs will lose another game unless they sit their guys if they secure the first seed in the last week. So, I got the Chargers over the Texans. The Bears and the Seahawks. Okay, now this one is going to be weird. It's Russell Wilson, but Justin Fields has been looking good. I think the Seahawks get it. Steelers and Chiefs. Chiefs, do not let me down. The last thing I want to see is the Steelers with a tie get the division. They should have lost to the Titans last week. You better not lose to them this week. Got the Raiders and the Broncos. I got the Broncos. I hate when I have to make a pick between two teams I don't really trust. But I trust the Broncos more than the Raiders. Moving on. Washington and the Cowboys. I picked Washington last time. I'm sorry. It's the Cowboys. That defense, man. That defense is gonna do work. Washington, you held on. You made some good pushes, but then you started to get injured, and then you got the COVID thing, and it's pretty much a wrap for y'all. If you somehow pull it off and beat the Cowboys, I'm gonna laugh because the Cowboys really want to win this game. The Dolphins and the Saints. I got the Dolphins. Saints did a good job, not really, against the Buccaneers, but I got the Dolphins on this one. And let's say they score 24 points total? Nah. Let's go 30. 34. There we go. All right, those are my picks. I don't know if you were paying attention to my last video for week 15, but you may have noticed that it's in the comments. I originally had the Bears over the Vikings, and I think there was another game, and the Browns over the Raiders, and I switched them because the whole postponement thing and the COVID thing, and it was just crazy, and I switched them. I know I said at the very start of this entire season I won't, but that's just ridiculous how much the Browns had. And I just had a feeling with the Bears, and I had to change. But that was it. Those are my picks for Week 16. That's my reasoning for Week 15. I'm locked in. Hopefully there's nothing going on. But yeah, that's it.